We can see on the screen we're just going to run the algorithm. So you will need a package called as a rules, so you have to first load that. So I guess I have already loaded that. Just one sec. Now also you have to understand this a rules package is one of the most computationally expensive process, right? We have typically used this in an enterprise to test the hardware, right? So when we got some hardware, we use this algorithm just to check whether it's reasonably powerful. So if on a very large data set, if this algorithm runs smoothly, that means the hardware is very strong. Okay, so I've loaded the rules package. You would need the rules viz if you want to do visualization, but you can we can do that also. Install dot packages rules dot rules viz. So this should take some time. So once this is done, we would be loading the data, right? So we'll be calling up the data within the package a rule. So we have a data called as groceries. So we'll be using that. So it should take some more time. Sorry. Yes, the internet is not responding. Okay. So we see a difference in the download size over here. So probably it will give us some problems. You can see this size and this size. This is the expected size, but the download is this. So string I is not completely installed. a lot of dependency files which are being extracted. And still we are not sure that this will run because one of the package size is not matching with the expected package size. So there is an MD5 sum check algorithm which does a binary calculation as to what was the expected size and what is the actual size which is installed, and there's a mismatch for one of the packages. Again, there's some error. So you need to be sure that you are on a wired internet rather than on a Wi-Fi internet. There's a size difference. Oh. So intermittent internet access blocking us. Anyway, we can run the A rules even if this is not loaded properly. But the visualization will again try to run this in bits and pieces. So we'll just try to install those wherein the match is not done. Okay, again a reported length difference, so the expected was much higher. What we have got is comparatively smaller. So it was 907 KB expected, and what we have got is 476 KB. So obviously the whole package is not going to run, or at least the visualization. We might have to do this again. The actual A rules Swiss package is just 598. The rest of them are so huge. Now it will give you an error on few of these. So yeah, that's the reason. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to run the data. So I have to just say library A rules, right? And then I'll say data groceries, which is part of the A rules package. Also, you need to be aware that the data over here is already kept in a stack which is ready to be ingested by the a priori algorithm. 80% of your job or your work will be more about how to bring data in this form, that is creation of a sparse matrix format. Okay, so I'm just writing rules as an object, and I'm saying rules is equal to a priori, and in that I'm passing the data as groceries, and the parameter is equal to list, and in list I'm passing the support as 0.001 and confidence as 0.8. This is the first one I'm doing. So you can see it has created 410 rules. As you can see, writing 410 rules. And if you want to inspect, you cannot just do a view because this is not available in a normal format. So first I'm just setting options wherein I'm saying digits is equal to 2, just doing a parameter setting, so that when I'm looking at the rules, so inspect, I'm saying inspect rules, that is where I've saved. I'm saying show me rules 1 to 5, and it's showing me the rules, right? So this is how you see this. LHS is the antecedent, RHS is the consequent, this is the support. That means for, if you multiply that with 100, so 0.19% of the times liquor, red blush wine and bottled beer are seen together in the overall transaction. This 0.9, that is confidence, means that 90% of the time when liquor, red blush wine was purchased, bottled beer was also purchased along with that, right? So that means I'm only looking at that set of data which has this, and within that 90% of the time this thing is sold, and left is nothing but support divided by individual probability of the LHS and the multiplied by the individual probability of RHS. So it's conditional, subject to either of these things is purchased, right? Now it might happen that you want to see specifically on certain objects only in your rule, so you can do some changes over here. So I'm keeping the support and the confidence as it is intact, but I'm saying let me change something else. So I'm saying appearance. So I want that in the rules the default can be something like the LHS, so let the LHS be as it is, but I'm saying that in the RHS, right? So RHS, I'm saying I want something like a target item. So the target item could be anything, like maybe say bottled beer. So I'm saying I have a lot of stock of bottled beer and I want to sell them off quickly because they are nearing the shelf life. So I want to run a campaign. I know what I want to recommend, but whom to recommend. So I want to get that set of combination of customers who are typically buying those products and just match it with them. And I'm also saying that control control is equal to list verbose is equal to. So you have been getting a lot of things like it has, this is how the items appear, set transactions, there's a lot of content being displayed. You don't want that, so you can avoid that. And then you can say inspect rules, I'm saying 1 to 5, so let me check what are there in rules. There's one rule, I guess there is no rule then, so I might have to reduce some things. Okay, so there's only one rule which says that this combination is available. So I can do one thing, I can just change these parameters. So this is a little bit of R&D, so I can do that. This I can make say 0.6 and try. What is that in rules? Still it is giving me one rule only. I'm just going to change this and make it a little bit more lenient. 0.5. So I'm getting nine rules now. So I can do something like this. There are 9 rules. So yes, I've got only those rules wherein the RHS is bottled water, bottled beer, but I have reduced the confidence, right? So I have to play with these numbers to actually show them in the correct perspective.